So one thing I forgot to mention at the end of Dynablade is that as soon as you kill the bird, you just want to hold start, and that'll get rid of the cutscene as soon as it pops up. You don't have to mash it at all, just hold it, then the cutscene's over. So on to Meta Knight. You're going to go to Meta Knight second because it's got the second mix, which is the second big reset point for new players. And anytime, well, the mechanic of Meta Knight is that the Meta Knight crew, they're going to talk to you a bunch. Alright, I just had to hit that mix there. But the Meta Knight crew, they're going to talk to you a bunch. And all you have to do is hold B, and it'll get through them. So just follow my line here, and you should be able to get to Lobster. Lobster is just a cutscene, pretty much. As long as you're guarding, he can't hit you. You can do whatever you want here, really, as long as you don't cause lag. So, about the mix before, I didn't really explain it too much, but that's because I have a tutorial on mixes and how to set that mix up. Okay, Meta Knight 2, if you don't follow a very specific line, you're gonna get hit, which is not good at all. So you just string above here. Make sure to kill that guy. You can bump there, it's fine. It's better than getting hit. And then just go up. That bird can do a bunch of different things. But it's pretty easy to just figure out what to do and come up with something off the top of your head. In this next room, you're just gonna fly above all this nonsense and start swimming in the water. The water can be tricky because anytime you get hit in the water, you have a chance to lose your power-up, and if you lose your power-up in water, it becomes unrecoverable. You're gonna do an aqua boost off the corner of that air to water transition. You pretty much just touch the corner and you'll shoot up. So another auto-scroller, you can do whatever you want, just don't cause lag. That's gonna be true for all auto-scrollers in this game. There's a bunch of different things you can do to avoid enemies here. You can just look at different runs and pick up strats. But I'll just show off mine. What I use is just a bunch of semi-charges to kill all these enemies. If you want to do my thing, you have to make sure you semi-charge at the right time though, because otherwise you'll get hit by a rock. So entering here, you can do whatever you want, just get down here and start charging. You're going to do a blue ball hit, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hits. And then you do the same thing, but here. And instead of 11 hits, it is 4 on the right with a semi-kick, and blue balls on the left with 3 shots. If you don't want to be lazy, this is how you're actually supposed to do the fight. It'll save you about a quarter of a second, but it's 9 baby kicks followed by a semi-charge. Kills them. Pretty easy. So the start of this stage, kind of tricky. You do a grounded semi-charge and that'll get you on this little hill, I guess. And you want to start a maximum height jet string off of that. That'll get you above everything. So you enter this room, start charging, just kill all the bombs, and you want to jump up there so that way you can kill the cat. That's about how you do that room. Okay, entering this room. So, what you're going to want to do is start a jet string, except you're not going to be holding forward this time. You're just going to release the D-pad, and that will position yourself perfectly. As so. You're going to do some mini-boss quick kills, which I do have a tutorial on. I'll link it in the description. Bump off that wall twice, do some slides, and enter this room. So, there's a lot of different ways you can go about this room, but the easiest way is to just do a super jump above everything. Go to the ground, and then do a semi-charge. Small jet string up to the ladder, ignite the rope, and get in the cannon, and that's the end of the stage. Meta Knight 4. You're gonna start out with a charge and just go above everything. It is very difficult to deal with all those enemies if you don't know how to. Cancel your jet string to get onto that little moving platform. And you're gonna do another mini boss skip here. And you're so high above the screen that you want to press B once and that'll put you down to the top. It's faster than just falling. So again, there's a bunch of different ways to do this room. This is the easiest I found. You want to just get on top of the elevators. So this mini boss quick kill can be a little tricky. You're gonna do a jet string and go 3 to the right, and then you're gonna start charging as soon as you hit the ground. Just like that. Hit that guy, hit his corpse with a back burner, and then just go on over to this door. You're gonna go under those powers because if you get a power, it's really bad. You don't need the tomato. You shouldn't get hit in this next fight. If you want the tomato and you're low on health, I guess you can get it, but you should be fine. You're gonna start the fight out with a charge, and then you're gonna hit him with blue balls, hopefully. Baby kick him once, and then pick up the bomb he drops and he should die. Like so. And that's the fastest way you can do it. If you get hit, you can just go up in his grill and start baby kicking, and it'll still be pretty fast. This is the one stage that doesn't start out with a cutscene. Pretty much you just jet string above everything and hope you don't get hit. And in this room's tricky because there's bombs that are below you that you have to hit, just like that, like this one. And you can get them with one of the blue balls. I think 2 of them actually have the capability of hitting the bomb. But you're just going to take care of all those with full charges and then go under there. And this is another mini boss skip. You're just going to sort of position yourself above here, and that'll skip Mr. Frosty. Going into this room, you hold left. Saves about a frame. And hold B. And the next room is another one with a tricky line that you really need to practice. Bump, bump, slide, slide, go up the ladder, start charging, move the elevator up, start charging, jump, hit the button with your full charge up the other elevator, and then enter the door. So, at any point if you lose Jet, it is okay, because you can just pick up Wing here, and you'll be able to kill Heavy Lobster pretty efficiently with just Wing smashes. It's similar to the Chameleon fight in 100%. In fact, it's pretty much exactly the same. So this room you can just guard here, and you'll be fine. If you want to be lazy. If not, you can take the intended route, I guess. Just don't cause lag. Don't be sleeping on this section, because you might die. So this fight, you're going to hit him with the blue balls and do a bunch of burner hits on him. Like so. If he does that pattern, you go through. Go behind him. There's a bunch of different patterns he can do. This is one of the most common patterns you'll see. You just hit him with blue balls and a bunch of burners. You have to hit him with every burner that I hit him with here, otherwise it won't work. He can flame you and you'll lose a lot of time. But that's the main pattern. He's got another one, but you do pretty much the same thing, just in a different place. So this stage, you enter holding left. It should put you about here. I didn't do so because I forgot. Then you're gonna slide off and position yourself about here, and that'll dodge all the cannons. Semi-charge to the door. Next you're gonna double tap dash, get the bomb, this jet string over to this guy, and you're gonna ditch your power here. That way you can get rid of that bomb while also setting up for the plasma. You can just run off that ledge and it'll get you to where you need to be. You have to be kind of fast on these buttons, otherwise they'll close on you, but you should be fine. You can shoot that button through the wall, and you can also shoot this button through the wall with a back spark of plasma. I explained how to plasma mash in a different video, so you can just watch that if you're a little bit confused on how to do it efficiently. So on the reactor fight, he's gonna be shooting lasers. Those lasers have guns. You want to kill the guns as soon as they shoot a laser, and that will make everything cycle quicker. Pretty much, he's got 3 different phases. He can either shoot, he can spawn flame spitters, or he can shoot with his cannon. Shooting with the cannon is bad, you can't really do anything about it, but you can kill the flame spitters, and you can also kill the gun. And you want to do those as much as possible to make them cycle quicker. That looks like a good shot. Unfortunately, I lost plasma there. That was actually good to show. So if you can't kill those things quickly enough, they will start getting hit by your jet shield instead of your full charge, which is terrible. That does about 1/5 of the damage of a full charge. Makes it really slow to kill him. Here's another auto-scroller. If you want to follow my line, you can. If not, you can just think of something on your own. One thing to note about this stage is that you just don't want to kill any enemies when text is rolling. Otherwise it causes the game to lag a lot. So you're gonna go up the elevator and you're gonna kill some mini bosses here. This can be considered hard if you don't know how to use plasma that well. In fact, it is pretty hard if you don't know how to use plasma well. But essentially, there's 9 bosses, or just little goons, I guess. And they spawn in 3 different locations, 3 in each. And you're gonna kill 2 of them with the ball part of your full charge, and 1 of them with the back spark. So, when you're going up the elevator, you can just guard and start charging, and then you enter as soon as you can. If you miss 1, it's fine, especially at the end. Any spark, helix, or ball will kill him at that point. Meta Knight, there's a bunch of different ways you can fight Meta Knight. What I like to do is fire a bunch of helixes and 2 balls. There is a plasma chart on speedrun.com that I will link, and you can just figure out whichever strat works best for you, whichever one gets you the highest damage per second. Just like that. The Meta Knight exit, you're just gonna press Y as soon as you can, and then follow my line. You do not want to jump here. If you jump, you are vulnerable to be getting hit by Meta Knight, which just slows you down. There are safe spots where you can jump though, which is where I jump. You might want to do it, you might not. There's some jumps that I just do because I can, because anytime you jump, you gain a pixel. That's pretty much how you do it.